Last night I did all ears. I was just reading stats from this account. Jalen Lane's 90-yard punt return touchdown is the first touchdown of his career and Washington's first punt return since Week 5, 2016. It's almost 10 years ago.
Long damn game.
And how about this? Some of the numbers on the McNichols run. McNichols 60-yarder, longest run by a Washington running back. You want to guess who?
CP?
No, more recent than that. I can give you a hint.
Alf?
More recent than that. He's from the boot.
What's his name? The weird from LSU.
Yeah, Darius Geis.
Yeah.
Remember, Darius Geis got Ron Rivera fired with that one, really the highlight of his career in Washington. That was the longest run by a Washington running back since Darius Geis in Week 13 of the 2019 season.
When Ron was in Carolina.
Yeah, Ron got fired after that game. It's the longest touchdown run by a Washington player since Steven Sims in Week 5, 2019.
Hey.
Who'd they play in Week 5, 2019? They must have kicked their ass. Longest.
The Dolphins?
If you just randomly remember Week 5, 2019, shout out to you, Landfill.
Wasn't that the first game after Jay got fired?
Yeah.
And they played the Dolphins because the Dolphins were tanking that year?
Down in Miami, yeah. And they had the big lead, and then they benched, who was that quarterback? Rosen? They benched Rosen at halftime and brought Fitz in, and Fitz brought him all the way back.
Yeah, Fitz started balling.
That was the longest touchdown run by a Washington running back since Adrian Peterson in Week 13 of 2018. That was in Philly, I think, when Mark Sanchez handed him the ball. It was the highlight of Mark Sanchez.
1 yard line?
Yeah,
he
Washington
just went the whole way?
All right, Landfill, what was your favorite play yesterday?
My favorite play was the McNichols touchdown, just basically for the reasons you've been saying the last couple of seasons. I just think that the running game hasn't been going at all, and it's incredibly frustrating to watch 1 and 2 yard runs all the time. It would be fantastic if they could get that going. I really enjoyed seeing that yesterday.
I also, that was a point in the game they needed it. It was 10-10, and everybody was butt tight in Northwest Stadium. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's like, dude, how are they hanging around here? And then McNichols breaks that. Then DQ gets trucked. Matt Gay's able to make one before halftime, a 56-yarder, and bang, it's a 10-point lead going into halftime.
They should have had another at least 17 points.
They left a lot on the table in the first half, but they didn't in the second. Jeffrey, you're kind of the chief vibes officer over at Northwest Stadium. You know how people are feeling. How much fun did you have? Were you DJing yesterday or just hanging?
Yes, I was DJing Legends Plaza yesterday.
He did both of them. He didn't just DJ. He was hanging too.
Confident in that. Were you DJing pregame or halftime?
Both.
What were the vibes like pregame?
Oh, they were lit. Even though it was a loss last week, this fan base is back. It's like a quarterback now. We forgot about that. We on to the next week. That's out of our mind. Everyone came in excited to play.
What was it like at halftime then?
Oh, it was still lit.
Okay.
You know, everyone came up to me, hey man, we gotta do this. I said the second half, let's watch. And it turned up. My favorite play yesterday though, it's really two. And the real reason these two plays is because the energy in the stadium was crazy. First play of the game on the kickoff, when Debo took it back, it was so loud. I'm breaking down my speakers to put them on the stage from the band. You can just feel the rumble right in Legends Plaza.
Yeah.
And then when Terry McLaurin, they should have challenged that play because it was a touchdown.
They did. I thought he did.
No. The problem is it was ruled a touchdown. Then expedited review said he was short. So if the review says it's short, you're not going to challenge it because they just reviewed it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they need to take more time.
If they look at that arm, his shin was on top of old boy's arm.
Yes, and he was in the air. But what made that play the most exciting play? An eruption of Terry.
It was awesome. Yeah. It was loud as hell right in front of me.
it was just a good feeling. Yesterday was just it was needed. That win was needed. It didn't start out how we all wanted it to, but it was needed. It was real neat, and that's how you were supposed to handle business yesterday.
Yeah, you're totally right. It's what they needed to do. They had the long break. Vegas had short rest. I think Washington's good. I think Vegas is bad. That's how it's supposed to look.
Yep.
And nothing's ever going to be easy in the NFL. Ask Green Bay yesterday. Like,
that was shocking.
It was a little tight at various times, but that's how it's supposed to finish. White Brian, as a Giants fan, what was your favorite play yesterday? One of the Russ picks? How he hit the goalposts on 4th and goal?
Every time Darius Slayton touched the ball.
Okay. What was your favorite play in the Commanders game, Dub D?
Bill's touchdown because I got 6 fantasy points.
Bang. Shout out to Bill. I don't know how to handle the fantasy community. I tried to tell people this in training camp, preseason, like it's going to be a committee. They're going to roll with a committee.
And people get mad.
And yesterday, C-Rod hadn't been active yet. He's your first back. He got the first 4 carries probably. Bill did have they ran a really nice play. I thought that was a really smart design to deal with Crosby. Because you didn't see Crosby singled up very much, but there was a clear pre-snap where you're like, okay, Crosby's got Connerly one-on-one. And Jaden was in shotgun with Bill to his right. Crosby's there.
Mariota was in shotgun?
Yes. Yes, I do. Mariota's in shotgun with Bill to his right, and Crosby's there on the right side staring down Connerly, and you're like, oh, boy. So you're thinking, all right, Bill's going to have to help here. Play starts. Crosby gets off the ball fast as hell, and it was a perfectly timed little slip screen. Bill just drops just below it. Mariota gets him the ball, and it's a nice little gainer.
Yeah.
And I thought Cliff had a hell of a day yesterday. They clearly showed a commitment to the run game that they didn't in Green Bay. Game situations also dictate a lot of that stuff.
Yep.
They ran the hell out of the football. Now, the McNichols 60-yarder certainly helps, but they finished 32 for 201. That's 6.3 a carry.
Yeah.
If you back out McNichols' big run, which you shouldn't, but if you do, you're at 31 for 140, which is still, I don't know, what is that, 4.4 yards per carry?
Yeah.
And
up there.
I just think
that's closer to 5. 31 for 140. That's right.
4.5, whatever.
6, yeah.
They ran the ball really well. I thought the offensive line performed well. I want to talk about changes to the offensive line and some stuff that surprised people. But for me, just because everything has been, I love the Debo kick return, the Lane, the Luke, the Terry, like all the McNichols, all the big plays. I loved Mariota's just calmness throughout the game. But the play that really stood out to me, Armstrong was really good. Wagner had 2 sacks.
Wagner was rolling yesterday.
Dude,
Wagner looked like he was fast yesterday.
They had a great stat about Wagner. I'm going to see if I can find it. I think that was his first. So Wagner had his first 2-sack game
in his career.
Yeah, the first time. No, not in his career. First time he's had 2 sacks in a game since week 4 of 2023. So 2 years, almost to the number.
Yeah.
But the play, I wouldn't call this my favorite play, but the play that will go kind of unremembered, if you will, the Von Miller sack. He showed.
Now, he came off of that thing so fast. Dog.
It was.
What did he say when he got here? I wake up and rush the passer.
That was really impressive.
He had bend, lean, everything, bro.
Dude, I thought that was a heck of a play from Von Miller because, like Dorrance was getting pressures throughout. Bobby was able to get home twice. Javonte Jean-Baptiste did a really good job of getting Geno down, and it was behind the line, so it was a sack. But also, Geno had room to run there if JB doesn't get to him. But that Von Miller sack, it was like a little glimpse, a reminder of like, oh, snap. Von Miller's here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we hadn't seen that much of that, and you're like, oh, gosh, that dude still has crazy speed.